Hello guys, I'm back to do recent vinyl finds. I've been home a couple of days, been sick with the, I don't know if it's a cold or it's the flu, but I've been lying down for since Monday, so but I feel a little bit better now. I haven't been listening too much, but I have some stuff that have been stacking up, so this is gonna be an all a jazz update, only jazz. So if you don't like jazz, don't. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna start with just in the middle of the entire pile. Soft and Warm by Red Mitchell and Nisse Sandström on tenor sax, Doug Rainey and Ole Jakob Hansen on drums. 1982, recorded in Red Mitchell's living room. Sounds fantastic. The drumming, especially the drumming, is just so damn good recorded. It's so good recorded. You can hear everything, every cymbal, every drum. And it's great. It's just like the title says, soft and warm. It's very cozy. Next one, and I've talked about this, but I didn't show it. Now I've listened to it also. The Ornette Coleman Trio at the Golden Circle in Stockholm, Volume 2. So I showed you the first. This Volume 2 on this is the reissue of this. Fantastic, just like the first one. Really, really good, and definitely one that I'm gonna come back to. Another free record. That wasn't free. I bought that in Gothenburg when I saw Fläsket brinner, but the first one, Warm and Soft and Warm, was a free one. This is also one of the free ones that I got in a huge pile of records. Nanny Pores, I Thought About You, the first release of hers on Odeon, arranged and conducted by Bernt Rosengren, so you have a famous one there. But listen to this, all you Swedish jazz and jazz knowers. Rebot Kwaku Ba plays on this one, and if you know your Swedish records and recordings, you know that that's his record. It's just a monster to find. You have Bernt Rosengren, Torbjörn Hultkrantz, Gunnar Lindqvist, who I think was the main man on GL Unit, Gunnar Lindqvist Unit, but I don't know, I'm not super sure. Maffalai, Tommy Koverhult, Gunnar Bergsten, and Bo Skoglund. It's just the who's who of I mean, jazz studio musicians at the time. Moving on. Also a free one, the Bud Powell Trio. Bud Powell, Charles Mingus, and Max Roach. Fantastic recording, fantastic record. Really, really awesome. And early recordings of Mingus and Roach, I think, at least. I may talk in my net cap right now. 1965. Okay, maybe not so. No, died in 1965. Okay, fuck it. I don't know. Maybe. Great record. It's cheap. Check it out if you're interested and get it. Highly recommend. The Way I Really Play, also a free one. And this is Oscar Peterson, Volume 3 on MPS Records. I think it's a sub label to Saba. Saba or SAFB. Let's see here. No, it's MPS. The thing about this is I have no interest in Oscar Peterson because I'm ignorant. You know, I'm ignorant. If I hear the name Oscar Peterson, I think dull, boring jazz. So I gave it a spin, and my God, it's like the energy of the recordings is just fantastic. But I didn't have any hopes for this at all. So maybe that's the thing about this. But it's just fantastic. The musicianship and the quality of the playing and the energy of this is just to die for. So yeah, Oscar Peterson, the first one I have in my collection. I got a copy of this Nucleus Direct Hits, Best of Nucleus on Vertigo Records. I think Anders talked about this and showed this, said that I should check them out, and I saw this in Gothenburg for a really good price, so I just bought it. It's excellent. It's fusion with a little bit of prog in it. I mean, it's but mostly jazz rock fusion. Really good. So I'm gonna look for the not the originals maybe because they're stupid expensive I think, but some sort of like reissue of those, the first two at least. Got a copy of Mingus on Impulse, on Jasmine Impulse, and got this on Discogs for $6. I bought 3 records from the same seller. This was one like I threw this in for $6, and I'm sad I did that, but I only paid $6. So yeah, but the recording quality or the pressing quality of this is just really stupidly bad. You can't even listen to it. So, and it's a shame because this deserves so much more. Music is really good. It's not a 10 after the first listen, but because there are too many people playing for being my style, but it's damn near a perfect record. Really good. Al Haig Interplay 1976. Yeah, recorded 1976, and he's with Jamil Nasser on bass. So that's the backside. Al Haig had some sort of like comeback in the mid 70s, I think. Recorded and released a lot of stuff. This was amongst them. I think Al Haig started in the early, like in the mid 40s, 50s with Bird and those guys, and almost like being one of the guys inventing the bebop playing. I'm not super sure. Maybe I mix stuff up, but and he's been on a lot of stuff. The piano playing is very good. It's not fantastic, but it's very good, and it's enough energy to get me interested all the way through, even if it's just piano and bass. So it's a keeper. Another Ben Webster, also a free one. Plays ballads. Recorded 69-71 on like jazz festivals in Finland. Recorded in Denmark. You have Niels Henning Peterson on bass. I showed him with Kenny Drew, I think, on the dual record. But he's somewhat famous from Denmark. But you also have Jesper Tilio that I showed you on Reds. Yeah, good record by Ben Webster. Maybe the best one I've heard by him so far. Honorable Mentions Quartet, Sabra. Yeah, RCA Records. And the quartet this time is Georg Riedel, Bengt Hallberg, and Egil Johansson. Recorded 1975 in Sweden. And this is a pretty standard jazz record, typically Swedish sounding, in my opinion, now after hearing a lot of Gonerius stuff. Pretty standard. 1 or 2 tracks are really good. You have Mood Indigo, the Duke Ellington song. You also have Over the Rainbow, which they do a pretty good version of, but a pretty standard one. The one that stands out here, in my opinion, is Bengt Hallberg's piano playing. Fantastic piano playing, really potent. So check that out if you're interested. Got 2 records here. One I got for free and one I bought for next to nothing. And the great thing is that you can find these very cheap. And I'm gonna look for the first 2. It's Coltrane's Mastery of John Coltrane, Volume 3 and 4. So I lack 1 and 2. The first one that I have, number 3, is a single LP, 4 songs, and it's from the interstellar space period, the late period, and I can't remember, like Jupiter, the variation of Jupiter on side 2 is in stellar space. I'm pretty sure of that. But number 1 in Peace on Earth, I don't know if that was on the oh, okay, but it's later Coltrane. So you have Rashid Ali, and you have Jim Garrison, Alice Coltrane, Charles Hayden, those guys. The fourth one, 2 LP set, is outtakes from the Village Vanguard concerts in 1961. So you have Elvin Jones, McCoy Tyner, Coltrane, and Jimmy Garrison, but also Eric Dolphy and Reggie Workman. And on side D, which is a studio recording, I can't remember which record that was from. Maybe Kulu Semama. You have a bunch of other guys, Julian Priester, Freddie Hubbard. But the first three sides, side 1 to C, the Village Vanguard outtakes, is just fantastic. I mean, it's just incredible. So you can get these, if you get the Village Vanguard recordings, complete recordings, you on CD you have this one. But until 1978-79, you couldn't get these recordings otherwise than buying these. So yeah, they're cheap. I'm gonna look for number 1 and 2. Got this from eBay. No, not eBay. Discogs. Al Tyler, the first recordings on Sonnet. I think it's an English press. Yeah. I was lucky. I got this for 15-16 bucks in great condition. You have a little bit of a writing here, and you have some, wear here. Record is in perfect condition. I didn't hear a pop or a scratch or anything, so I guess I got it for a great price. These are a little bit more expensive, I think, at least. Maybe not here in. Okay, Anders, do you know if you can get this in Sweden cheaper? Okay, fuck it. Al Tyler's first recording in Sweden with Torbjörn Hultkrantz and Sune Spånberg. So Torbjörn Hultkrantz had on the Maniporis record also. There you go. There is. And so he went to Sweden and he recorded for Bengt Frippe Nordström, who produced his first record, released it on his own label, Bird Note Records. But that's insanely expensive and you can't even find it if you want it. So they re-released it and went on to look like this. Really interesting music, obviously, by Al Tyler. Really bad recording quality, but not too bad. It's like listenable. Very like done at home, home recording. It's not super professional, and I mean early recordings. It's interesting. Maybe not the best thing I've ever heard in my life, but it's interesting. Spiritual unity. Is that the word of the on his trio record? Al Tyler Trio. Spiritual unity. Unique. Okay, I've heard that digitally a couple of times, and that I really like that. But I don't think I'll ever afford first press of that, or I won't prioritize that record. So I'm looking for a reissue, but I don't know which one to get the best press and so on. So I have to dig into that. But it's gonna be awesome to dig into Al Tyler's catalog a little bit more. Okay, the last ones. Roger Coleman and Sam Bird's Cosmologies. Mine's number 64 out of 200. Silk screen, beautiful. There's not two that looks the same. Everyone's unique in their own little way. And the music, drums and piano, works fine. Roger is fantastic on the piano, playing his heart out. Very intense, very high energy. Power in the fingers on the piano notes, not notes, but yeah, okay. And Sam is also fantastic, but he has to sweat to keep up with Roger, not the other way around. I don't know. And also Anders Alien Unit, Anders in Stockholm's Lines and Dots with the test pressing on the backside. I got a couple of months ago. Really happy for this, and it's a fantastic record. I've heard some people in the VC on Facebook and other on Facebook especially talk about this, and they are really raving about it. So yeah, I'm so happy for you, Anders. If you're interested in buying this or Rogers, contact them. I know that Anders are selling it on signalandsounds.com. You can check his homepage or seller place out and get your own copy. So yeah, if you're interested. Playing in the background, I don't know if I said that. Lawrence Monk Standards compilation, got it for $1. Okay, 15 minutes, I'm out of here. Have a great day, bye.